Good morning, Cyclones. I'm Braden.
And I'm Lily.
And this is your Friday newscast. Today we're going to be talking about sports, hybrid learning, and the weather.
Today is sunny with a high of 46 and a low of 19.
On January 18, 2021, Pueblo West High School began hybrid learning. Here are some students' thoughts on coming back.
How do you feel about going back into hybrid learning?
Well, going back into hybrid learning, I feel pretty good about it. It's just a big change from last year, and it's just really different from online school too.
How do you feel about being around that many people inside of one little area?
Sometimes it's a little worrying just because I am in like a higher risk area, so being in a lot of people sometimes is stressful, but we do a pretty good job of keeping spread out in classes and wearing masks.
All right, how often a day are you in school?
How often a day? I'm in school for 6 hours of the day, twice a week.
And then is it the same for online too?
No. Online we'd like alternate every day if I'm in class or not. It just kind of depends on per teacher schedule.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.
On Thursday, January 28th and Friday 29th, the boys varsity basketball team faced Rampart Rams and the Chatfield Chargers. Unfortunately, both of these games resulted in a loss. Here are some interviews with sophomore Bryce Gehring and senior Xavier Hatch to hear what they have to say on the loss. I'm Aiden Donnelly. I'm here with Bryce Gehring. I have a few questions to you today. First off, how did your first two games go in the season?
So our first two games of the season didn't go particularly as planned. We definitely weren't ready for our first game, for sure. It was a lot of slackiness, and our poor efforts in practice definitely showed that first game. Our second game was a lot better, but in both games, defense and rebounding were definitely our problems. And with us being in 5A, we couldn't just rely on the talent anymore. We have to rely on, effort and little things like pride.
Okay. So after these two games, what have you guys seen that you can do better?
Defense and rebounding are definitely the two things, we could score with anybody in the state of Colorado. We just have to be able to, lock our defenders down to a certain amount of points. And rebounding is definitely one of our bigger things because we are so small. We're a young team and definitely smaller than the rest of the 5A teams. So we have to always find a body on someone because we're not going to outjump anybody.
Yeah. So what are you guys looking forward to this year? Like, are you guys looking forward to going to state or?
We're looking forward to making the playoffs,
Yeah.
We just started SCL play, so we're back playing, Pueblo schools. But we have two more out of conference games left, and we're really looking to lock those down and show the 5A teams, what we're about, because those first games weren't Pueblo West basketball. That was just us getting back into it. So we're looking forward to see, how SCL goes out, because we could run with anybody.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
How did varsity do against Chatfield and Rampart?
Two rough games for our first two games, jumping up to 5A. Was a good experience for some of the younger guys that haven't played varsity. We got to see some high pressure and good defensive teams in our first two games. So I think it will help us going further, playing in the SCL, seeing that competition before it.
How do you guys think you can improve on the rest of the season?
We got to work on our defense. We've been giving up too many points. We've been scoring the ball pretty well, but defensively we need to step it up.
All right, thank you.